Big Red Journeys. I am your host, Chef Big Red, and we're here at Knott's Berry Farm for the Boysenberry Festival 2023. I skipped last year, unfortunately didn't get a chance to make it down here, but I decided to definitely come down this year. Of course, there's a whole bevy of new food items to try. There's a new show as well, and of course, just overall a great time here with the Peanuts gang. So if you care to follow along with me on this journey, let's go. So of course, first we have to pick up our tasting card, and there's a booth just to the right of the main centerpiece. It's always a beautiful sight to see here at Knott's Berry Farm, dressed up beautifully. But look who's here! It's LINDSEYLAND! How we doing?
We are so excited to be here.
That is good, that's good. So what's the one item I have to have? You guys were here for the preview, so give me that one item I have to get.
One? Okay, I think the mac and cheese with the buffalo chicken, and it has like a ranch boysenberry drizzle on top.
Okay.
Yep, really good.
That's the one to get? I like it. Okay, so we picked up the card here. You get 6 tastings for $55 plus tax. Total was $59, so you know, you break that down, it's about $9 and some odd cents per item. Definitely on the per average on the higher end compared to some of the other festivals like SeaWorld and Disneyland. So, but I will admit, serving size at Knott's Berry Farm tends to be larger, so you do get a little bit more bang for your buck here though. Some exclusive event merchandise that's also there. We went through the store earlier and I'll show you what's there, but here is the adult t-shirts, the ones for this year. You got a purple and gray version with Snoopy and Pie Time and WOODSTOCK and the gang. A youth version as well too in the gray. And here is a map of the entertainment that you got going on, the different shows and the activities that are happening. The new show, Knott's Preserved, that's going to be a dance and singing variety show. That's going to be later today in the evening at the CALICO stage. Of course, you got Boysenberry Fun and Games at the CALICO Mine stage. Tied Up at Night, Knott's, the art gallery that they have, and the musical Round and Round. That is the show that's happening in Camp Snoopy. This was here for Peanuts Fest as well. So we may see, we may not, who knows. And of course, you have lots of craft artisans throughout all of Ghost Town following the green line over there. Well, let us head on into Ghost Town. That's going to be where really the heart of the Boysenberry Festival is going to be, around Ghost Town area, the CALICO stage, etc. And look how the sign is beautifully decorated with those large boysenberries. I just love all the decorations here. It's so great. So great. I like it better obviously during the Christmas time, but even then, Knott's Berry Farm does decorations very well. Oh look, welcome to the Boysenberry Festival. Food, fun, and music. Good old Betsy's out of commission for the moment. I heard she's going through a little bit of a refurb. So in the meantime, they put Dr. Miller Marsh's medicine show, his wagon right here in the front for great photo ops. But we got to make our way back over here to the CALICO stage because I believe the Boysenberry Fun and Games are going to be coming along here very shortly. For today's games, we have 11:30 Who Knows Knott's, 12:30 Cordelia's Chicken Challenge, Boysenberry Balloon Busters at 2 o'clock, which is the one we're about to go see, Grandpa's Pajamas at 3, and then of course, the prize of them all is the pie eating contest at 4.
On your mark, get set, go! All right, let's cheer them on, everybody. Cheer them on. Okay, good job. I know it's kind of tricky, isn't it? I got it for you. Oh my God. Cheer them on. Come on, we're gonna do this now. We're finishing it out. We got one more. We got one more. Let's do it. There we go. Look at that. That was fantastic.
Over here at the Charleston Circle Coffee, these are the items that are on the menu. Boysenberry macaroon, cookies, bundt cake, a white Russian, and a latte, and a key lime tart. So right underneath the Berry Tales ride is the factory store, and where it always changes seasonally to an art gallery, which I always appreciate. So we're going to take a look and see some of our favorites over here. It's always so wonderful to see all the different displays of art here. Some of the rides from previous years past and shows. A little wood, oh that is cute, little roosters coming down, chicken. Is that supposed to be Rufus? Oh, yeah, you got the whole Knott's family coming down, the Timber Mountain log ride. I love the expression of the bear. Roar. Kingdom of the Dinosaur. So how much I miss that ride. That is cute. It's a light bright version of the Bottle House. Look at that. Oh look, the pie in the sky, the old little parachute ride that they had. That's cute. Well, of course you cannot go to the Boysenberry Festival without meeting no other than Boysenberry. How you doing today, buddy? You doing good? I know. The excitement is completely unbearable. Oh, I know. That was terrible. I wish I was as sweet as you, though. But then if not, I'd have to go to the dentist. And you know what they call bears who are dentists, right? Molar Bears. Over at the recently opened Prop Shop Pizzeria, there's a hefty line to come in, but let us take a look at the menu, what they got going on here. They got a boysenberry ranch pickle pizza with bacon, a boysenberry margarita pizza, deep fried ravioli, Philly cheesesteak stromboli, and you got a cannoli, a pie tart, and a boysenberry bun cake. Over here at the Wilderness Broiler, here's what they have here: the veggie sliders, the boysenberry sausage, and the Cajun shrimp po' boy, as well as the boysenberry mango lemonade. We ended up getting the Cajun shrimp po' boy sandwich. Like I said, we ended up getting the boysenberry Cajun shrimp po' boy sandwich from the Wilderness Broiler. It looks pretty good. They give you a good amount of shrimp in here. First item of the day. That sauce is very delicious. A little bit of a spice, a little weak on the boysenberry flavoring, and a little soft on the spice. On a scale of 10, 2, 3 spice maybe. But delicious. The shrimp is nice and warm. It was fresh when we got there. Not much more to be said. I'm honestly going to give this at least a 4.5 out of 5. After that Cajun po' boy, we're going into the Wilderness Dance Hall. Here's what we got on menu here. We got cauliflower bites with boysenberry curry drizzle. Ooh, the bread pudding. I'm going to get that later for sure. I've been hearing that the chicken wings, of course, are delicious as can be. A loaded potato bowl, and a salmon, cucumber, and orzo salad, and an adult Lunchables, and a sushi burrito, and some various alcohols. We got a mudslide, a boysenberry margarita, and the FLORES. Not only that, this is very unique and interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen it this way before or how it was last year, but it looks like you get in line over here to redeem your tasting line or to purchase the items separately, and then you go to the individual booth items themselves, such as like there's the boysenberry bread pudding and lemonade. You got the chicken wings right over there. Of course, all the different beverages on tap over there, and a whole lot more. And over here we got the cauliflower bites and the salmon salad, the loaded potato bowl, and the boysenberry, the FLORES, the mudslide, margarita, and Jose. You can enjoy a taste of boysenberry. You get 4 sampler beverages and 4 tasting cups. So you can see the different beers and drinks on tap. And there's the little samplers right there. And just right outside of the Wilderness Dance Hall, you got the patio bar. Let's see what's on menu. We got the beef barbacoa over mac and cheese with boysenberry chipotle crema. And I've definitely had a sangria before. That's delicious as can be. You got the boysenberry hazy IPA, the blonde, the wine, and the seltzer. One of the little fun activities to do in Cordelia's Pie Kitchen is they got the boysenberry shaped cookie decorating kit for $7. Go inside here. They'll provide you all that you need. And it's also cool to come in here with this old style kitchen that they have. A staple of all the Knott's Berry Farm festivities is the wood carver. And he's busily actively doing one right now. Oh, it looks like he's making a baby Groot. Yep, that is a baby Groot he's making. Heading on into the town hall, they got this history of the boysenberry exhibit. Though throughout the festivities, they usually kind of change it to like a little mini museum of sorts. I like it during Peanuts Fest. They have comic book strips throughout the whole park. But here it looks like they just have a TV screen showing the history of Knott's Berry Farm and the boysenberry.
But the most popular of all was Sad-Eye Joe. People lined up to talk to Sad-Eye Joe. It was a miracle to see this dummy speaking to them, and someone asked Sad-Eye Joe, they know your name.
Knott's been doing very well about trying to keep these artisans here. Some new, some the same. My staple of always going to my good old friend FLORES Honey. They come up with some of the most delicious flavors of honey you can get, and look how close you can get to some real live bees. Came across this cool looking spirit jersey, and now look at this. Knott's with a big old pie right in the center. And it's got a nice little gradient too. I don't know if it comes out on camera very well. It goes from darker to lighter. And a little pie slice over the heart. But I'm also a big fan of this tie-dye hoodie for $44.99. But I only really like zip-ups. I don't like it when it's a traditional hoodie. Chokes me up. But I can also get the matching shirt. And of course, without getting the sarsaparilla, you gotta get a nice cold boysenberry soda. A nice, delicious, ice-cold boysenberry soda. Cheers. I'm more of a sarsaparilla guy myself at the saloon, but this is just as good. 5 out of 5. Great on a warm day. Well, they got a little booth here in front of the bank. And this is where you're going to get the very famous elote and the buffalo chicken over mac and cheese with a boysenberry ranch drizzle. I've been hearing that is the item to get. Look at that. That looks pretty good right there. Also, right over here at the Churro factory, this is where you're going to get the boysenberry beignets. So this is a new venture for Knott's Berry Farm. There's a sign right over there past the Lovers. Boysenberry beignets with boysenberry sugar. You got the icy place is going to be the boysenberry lemonade, the boysenberry jam cookie witch, and the boysenberry icy float with boysenberry soft syrup. These things are always so popular. I remember when they first started coming out, they were just like onesies and twosies. Now every craft vendor has these different berets and beanies. They're so cute. They don't fit me. I've already tried them. Oh, but maybe a little sombrero going on right there. Ooh, a fedora in different colors. I highly doubt either one of these will fit my big noggin. But I like the style. Oh, look at these little cute little crochet knitted versions of boysenberries. This was the vendor from during Christmas time that I wish I had the smell-o-vision, and I still wished I did, because these Scentsy pies are so delicious smelling. You put them on a little warmer like that, and the potpourri and everything inside of them just smells like a fresh baked pie out of the oven. Something that is new is the old McDonald's barn. So they took the livery stable, and I guess they just renamed it. I don't know if they rethemed it, but they renamed it. Maybe it used to be called the old McDonald's farm. But here, look at those guys. And look, oh, this one taking a nibble of his horn. That was cute. Go again. He's going at it again. Look at that. Oh, little head button right there. I have the high ground, Anakin.
You underestimate my power!
The face of Knott's Berry Farm. Brutus himself. No, not Snoopy. It's Brutus. It's Brutus. We all know who the real face of Knott's Berry Farm is. We do. We got Boysenberry Lane. They've been opening up this back area past the ride for like the Christmas and Halloween events, and they've been keeping it open. Glad to see it. It really expands out the park, gives some more areas for people to walk through, have a good time. Also, this is where WITTLES is going to be. Let's see if we can try to catch him. It's the good old man himself, WITTLES! Wait! Did you get into the pie already? I was saving it for dinner tonight, and you already... It is pretty good, though. It's very delicious. So it's good. You having a good time, though, so far? I've been meaning to take this guy out for a drink one time, but all the bars we go to, they don't serve minors. This food cart over here with some good items. Let's check what they got. I can see let's look at the menu. Got the jambalaya with boysenberry. Sausage, chicken, and shrimp garnished with green onions. Buffalo chicken, oh, you can get it here as well too. Vegan tofu, the boysenberry panna cotta, oh, as well as the drinks, the mudslide, the cider, and the margarita, the hazy IPA, the wine, and sangria. We picked up 2 drinks and 2 food items. We'll start with the food real quick. This is the buffalo chicken over mac and cheese with a boysenberry ranch drizzle. I've been hearing great things about this one, so I'm excited. To the left, jambalaya with boysenberry sausage, chicken, and shrimp garnished with some green onions. For beverages, we'll start off here with the margarita. This is the boysenberry margarita garnished with a salt rim and lime. I have been hearing that it is pretty salty on here, but I do love myself a good margarita, so I'm still willing to try it. And I've had this before, but it's always good to have again. The boysenberry sangria with an orange slice. Let us try the mac and cheese with buffalo. Let's get a good little bit of the sauce, a little bit of the buffalo, a little bit of the mac. Overall, bon appetito. It's very good. The boysenberry is not too strong. It definitely has a ranch with a little hint of the boysenberry. But I enjoyed this one. A solid 4 out of 5 for me. The jambalaya with the boysenberry sausage, dirty rice, shrimp. You can definitely taste the boysenberry in the sausage, so kudos, points for that. Could use a little bit more of a true Cajun seasoning, a true Cajun spice. It's a little weak on that, at least for my taste. But overall, it's okay. For that, I'm going to knock it down 3.5 out of 5. Time for the margarita. Salud. So the common complaint that I've been hearing against this drink is that apparently it's too salty. Obviously, it has a salt rim, no question about it. But I know where they're getting at. The mix or something inside it almost has an extra saltiness to it, more so than like a traditional margarita mix would have. But because of that saltiness, I am going to bring it down to I'm going to be generous and give it a 4, but it really should be closer to 3.5, I think. One of my favorite drinks, the sangria, but you get the fruitiness of it, the little sugar sweetness, very good. 4.5 out of 5. I enjoyed it. It's also really good of a drink to have on a warm day. Knott's Berry Farm, their prices for the food festival item, you know, per item, like I said, about $9 give or take plus. That's more on per average for the item. Like Disneyland SeaWorld, theirs was closer to like $6 and $7 an item. But think about it. I'm starting to get a little full, and I barely even touched half of this bowl and half of the macaroni and cheese. So serving sizes that you get here, much, much bigger. Here is the booth where you can purchase the very famous boysenberry plants. Oh, look, a little watering can. Look how cute that is. But they got tons of boysenberry plants. Pick out the one that you feel is best. I'm not even gonna bother getting one because they'll just die on me in about a week, so. I have 2 thumbs, but none of them are green. And not as many vendors as it was during Christmas time, but they still got a few. We got this one with like the beach glass and the chandeliers and the wind chimes. Ooh, some smelly, delicious kettle corn. I can smell it. And one of my favorites and good friends of mine is Jerked Out Jerky, and there's Tina.
You're gonna come by?
Of course I was gonna come by just for you, Tina. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Good.
So,
good to see you guys.
Always good, and they got such delicious candies and boysenberry jerkies and everything. And look, they got boysenberry chamoy candy. And I know it's not much, but I even just love how Knott's just does even like playing like the different table covers in the purple, and then during the rest of the year is usually like red. And then they put little pieces up on the wall, just a little bit of decoration. I mean, yeah, look at this. They have this topiary piece right here, and it's a big giant boysenberry. And over here at the Wagon Wheel Pizza, they got the boysenberry smoothie, boysenberry barbecue meatball pizza, and the caprese garlic bread with boysenberry balsamic glaze. So here is the boysenberry meatball pizza. I believe the boysenberry is flavored in the meatball, and there is some barbecue sauce in there as well. Let us enjoy this. Ooh, it's hot. That reminds me of that one time that I had the tri-tip pizza, the boysenberry tri-tip. So if you ever had that before, like that was in past Boysenberry Fest, this is a good reminder of them, but obviously now the brisket or the tri-tip is a meatball. I enjoy this a lot. You have to get this fresh. If it's cold or been old, it doesn't hit the same, trust me. So if they give you an old slice, get a new slice, you'll appreciate it. Big pro tip. But this right here, 4.5 out of 5. Over at the Ghost Town Bakery outside, you can pick up a cucumber lemonade. They also have the boysenberry blondies, boysenberry swirl, big fat cookie, panna cotta, oh, the infamous sushi burrito, and a boysenberry waffle. Look at all those gorgeous looking desserts. Oh my goodness, look at all those panna cottas. And there is the sushi burritos. The blondies, I do love myself a good blondie. And then you got the boysenberry key lime tarts, a vegan tart, another boysenberry decorated cookie, a cheese Danish, and a macaroon. Well, Spurs Chop House, I haven't seen this open. Usually the only time this is ever open is for like special events or like they have something special inside. But they have veggie chili with a boysenberry crostini, boysenberry barbecue beef tips. I heard those are very good. I just am not a big fan of grits, so I don't know if I'll have those. The chicken wings, boysenberry ice cream cookie sandwich, and the boysenberry mango lemonade with a few other beverages of choice. But of course, my friend Junior put his Instagram over here, but always comes up with some great things. If you're a fan of so many genres, everything from Marvel to Mario, Mickey, and so forth, air fresheners, stickers. I mean, look at this little Stitch guy right there. That's pretty cool. And I like it because he also has this kind of like, you know, I don't know, what is it called? The Sailor Jerry, Ed Hardy kind of esque vibe to it, old school tattoos. On our way over to the Calico Mine stage for the pie eating contest. That is the event not to be missed.
All right, ready, and 1, 2, 3, eat that all right, keep on going, everybody. All right, keep on going, everybody. Come on, boys, go, go, go. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you done this before? You really like pie? You do? Is Rosemary your favorite? So say yes. Thank you. I was like, you said anything else, but I promise you. Okay, everybody look at David! Look at that! David! Impressive, amazing. Yes, this is your thing. Yes, yes, you like it? Everyone, we have a winner right here.
Well, it's also time to go do a quick check on the other side of the park here for Camp Snoopy. And then also the musical Round and Round, the show that's being performed right here at the Camp Snoopy Theater is going to be playing in a little bit. Let's go check out what's in the Grizzly Creek Lodge. This is also a really good spot when it's not during the busy hours. You get lots of seating. Looks like they got the pancake cheeseburger with sausage and egg patties and boysenberry maple syrup. So it's a breakfast burger with a boysenberry decorated cookie and a boysenberry macaroon. You have to meet the Peanuts gang over here at the meet and greet headquarters. And I think I see the Beagle himself taking photos. Let's go join up with him and say hi real quick. And of course, had to say hello to no other than the Royal Regal Beagle, Snoopy himself. How you doing? But look at this, he's dressed up beautifully for Boysenberry Fest. Look, it's got the cute vest and everything. I feel like we need to put some like purple on his nose or something. Well, no, that happens when you eat the boysenberry pie. It naturally turns to purple. But of course, I had a gift for you, as I always do, the gift of a joke for Boysenberry Fest. How about that, okay? So the other day, apparently the whole gang, the Peanuts gang, Linus, you know, Charlie Brown, Sally, all of them, they did fantasy draft, but specifically for wrestling, you know, like fantasy baseball, right? So Linus ended up getting John Cena, Lucy got the Hulk. You know what Charlie Brown ended up getting? The Rock. So here is the little, where you can pick up the little floater Woodstock. They're actually being used right now. Oh, that is so cute. I definitely have to pick myself up one of these guys. Over here underneath the silver bullet, we got some of the boysenberry Dippin' Dots. Now, I love the boysenberry Dippin' Dots, but my pro tip is, if you can, try to cut the boysenberry with another, like the cream or the cookies and cream or something. It tastes so much better. The boysenberry by itself is just too much. And then over here we got some more of the beef barbacoa and the salmon, cucumber, and orzo salad, and some more of the drinks, including seltzer, lager, wine, sangria, and margarita. So here at the Calico Mine Stage, this is going to be the grand finale show for the Boysenberry Festival. Knott's Preserved, a musical celebration. It talks a little bit about the history of the Walter Knott family, you know, coming here to the West, and then just literally the starting of Knott's Berry Farm, just with a dream, an idea, and a fruit stand.
So come on over, neighbor, have some boysenberry pie. 100 years of history before your very eyes. So come and join the jamboree beneath the western skies. 100 years of history with all the old time joy. Yeah! We'll celebrate together at the Berry Farm.
Let's go take a second here. I like when the lights always come up here in this area, but at the Coasters Drive-In, the menu they got over here is a boysenberry donut shake, the smokehouse burger with onion rings and boysenberry barbecue sauce, and a made-to-order chicken Caesar salad. And then over here at the Boardwalk Barbecue, You got the purple goddess salad with boysenberry dressing, sausage and pepper medley, the chicken wings in a boysenberry sauce, boysenberry cheesecake, and a boysenberry key lime tart with a boysenberry bun cake. And there we go. Got the wings, and they are dripping in barbecue goodness. These are gonna be messy. You need lots of napkins. Good wings, nice and soft. Barbecue sauce is delicious as always. And they're slathered. I like them when they're extra slathered in their barbecue sauce. And these are definitely the case. 4.5 out of 5 for sure. Now that the sun is down, look at how beautiful the Supreme screen just looks in the boysenberry purple. I still won't ride that ride though, even though it looks pretty. At the wagon camp, Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. They're gonna be over here playing. Actually, you can see them right over there on stage. They just started. And unfortunately, we missed all the showings for today. Oh well, we'll have to come back. But at the Birdcage Theater, they have a Riverboat Revenge, a comedy melodrama. This poster's kind of nifty. It's like an old cartoon style, like, you know, like a Looney Tunes kind of almost vibe to it. I like it. But those are the show times: 2, 3:45, 5:45, and 7:15. We came back to the Wilderness Hall over there because I needed to get some dessert. So I ended up getting the boysenberry bread pudding. I am such a big fan of bread pudding. So we ended up also getting the boysenberry sweet chili glaze wings because we had one last punch on the card. So finish off the night, hopefully with 2 strong items. Let us compare the wings with this one. Okay, those are pretty good. They do have a tiny bit of a little bit of a hint of kick in the back. Very mild, 2, 3 at the very most out of 10. Sweetness with the chili glaze, boysenberry, you can taste it, but it's not as strong as say like the barbecue wings were with regards to barbecue, the boysenberry flavoring. Still very delicious. I like them a lot, very good. Whew. You know what, I like them a lot, 4.5 out of 5. Let's get some of this bread pudding here. It's not as runny as I would normally like a bread pudding to be. Still very delicious, but it almost has more of a kind of like a pound cake taste to it than anything else, to be honest. Still very delicious though, but it doesn't hit like it should. I'm not going to dig in too much, but definitely 4 out of 5. Well, that is going to do it for this journey here at Knott's Berry Farm for the Boysenberry Festival 2023. I had a great time. I hope you did as well too watching the video. It's fun to be back here on the farm. It's been a few months since I've been here to see all the characters. The food was delicious. The new show, Knott's Preserved, was actually an amazing show. It's soon to become one of my favorites, and I'll definitely be back to watch it again before the season is over. But if you did like this video, do me a huge favor, give it a big thumbs up for me. Second, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And third, hit the notification bell. I have a lot of journeys headed your way, including some more Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, SeaWorld, Legoland, the zoo, and a whole lot of other locations, so you don't want to miss a single one of those if you're interested. And of course, make sure to follow me on social media at Big Red Journeys on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. So from me to you, thank you, and then I'll see you on the next journey. Bye-bye now.